Alright, me lovers, Athrun Talan here with another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. First thing we're going to go and do is abandon our Sunlight Covenant, and then we're going to head down towards Blighttown and join the Chaos Covenant so that we can open up the shortcut to Lost Izalith. As I said in the last episode, that should help us save Solaire. So we'll pick it up when I get to the top of the Undead Parish. Okay, we are up here with Oswald. I gotta say, his arms must get tired holding themselves out in that position all this time.
Welcome. I am pleased to see the preserving my humanity.
Yes, thank you. I'd like to abandon my current covenant. Thank you. That was easy.
You are welcome anytime.
With that done, we're going to head back to the Fireling Shrine, and from there down to Blighttown. So I will see you down at Blighttown. So here we are, back at the Daughter of Chaos. And we're going to talk to the leader of the Chaos Covenant, I believe Quilana. I'd like to enter a covenant, please, with you. Thank you unkindly. Woohoo! Great Chaos Fireball. Now, this is where it gets a little problematic. I'm going to need to offer quite a lot of humanity, so I'm going to do that off screen, and we'll come back in a few minutes. So, with 30 humanity offered, we should be able to get through the shortcut at the end here. No? Maybe not. Okay, so we have given 30 humanities, but the doorway stays sealed. Apparently that may be a bug, and after beating the next boss it should open up for us. So, while we're down here, we are going to go and find Seigmeyer, who should be out in the wastes, and then we're going to walk over to the Darkroot Garden, I believe. Okay, so we found Seigmeyer just near the roots of the hollow tree, quite far over in Blighttown. Hey, Seigmeyer, wake up!
Oh ho! Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss?
Of course we can, sir. We've got plenty.
Fantastic. Thank you. A saint you are. This Knight of Catarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this, a symbol of my appreciation.
Thank you, sir.
Our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
Maybe. Probably not. Okay, so we're done here. We're just going to go and have a look down here before we head off. Realised I didn't actually get round to coming through this area earlier on. It's mostly populated by slimes. These things, or not slimes, sorry, leeches. These things are pretty good for farming green Titanite shards if you're using divine weapons or similar. Also a large Titanite shard there, and we're going to get back a bit and hopefully get a Great Knight Spear off. Kill off a few of these from distance just to make it a bit less pain in the ass-ish. Of course I could just do this, which also works pretty well. Yes, it was always going to be poison down here. Wow, I love this spell. Oh, although not when that happens. There we go. Brilliant, I think we're pretty much done here. Probably worth taking another Estus flask. yeah, so we're going to head back to the bonfire. Oh, green. Oh, wow. 5 green Titanite shards. Wonderful. Wonderful. We might be able to put those to good use. So I'm going to head back to the bonfire now, and then we're going to warp back out of here. I shall see you in a minute. Alright, so we're back in the Dark Root Basin. We've rested at the bonfire and kindled it a little bit. We've restored our humanity, and we've put another point into faith. So we're level 40, I believe, on faith now, so we're getting better on that front. I might start putting a point or two in dexterity, just to give me the ability to maybe cast a bit quicker. Once again, as before, I was noticing my casting speed wasn't great, and to be honest, it was a real pain in the backside. Wow. Oh, almost forgot about the magic damage. Heh. Let's fall back for a little bit on that one, shall we? Maybe change our... Ah, crap. That's not what I'm trying to change to. Hang on. There we go, that's what I'm trying to change to. And I should probably equip it before I actually start attacking. Wow, this really doesn't do a lot of damage against them. The club actually did better damage. By like double. So, we're going to switch back to that. Not even as upgraded. I mean, come on. I can do that too. Oh, I was going to say only mine connects, but yeah, this guy's connects too. There we go, that's him taken care of. Don't really know why I bothered too much with the old backstab there. I'm not sure those guys can be backstabbed, but you know, whatever. So, next up on the chopping block, before we go through and see about killing this guy, we need something with decent magic reduction. 30% isn't really going to cut it, but it may be all I have. 65. 42. 65 is going to be the best we've got. So we're going to switch to the Caduceus round shield for now. Not particularly great at blocking, but we're not going to be doing a great deal of blocking. We just want to sort of reduce the amount of magic damage we're going to take. And yeah, it is finally time to try and take care of this Hydra. Now, it's been a while since I actually tried this guy before. Fortunately, we do have a decent lock-on with this guy because he's so big and so far away. But apparently, I can't hit him. Now, I also know getting in too close is a bad idea. Oh, crap. Because there's a ledge that will basically cause you to fall off. So, first thing I need to do is try and get him to maybe move into me a little bit. Maybe attack or something. No, I can't get all the way into him, so I'm going to have to draw his heads out a little bit, but... And here's the fun thing. I can't seem to be able to hit him, that's not great. Oh, hello. That hurt you, didn't it? That hurt you. Come on. Oh, one of you. Ah! Brought my shield out by mistake. Silly me. Got another. Ow. That hurts. Come on. Ah, so 2 strikes at this point in time. I'm not actually, it doesn't actually do that much damage in comparison to, or he doesn't take that much damage in comparison to what we're used to. Ah, but I don't think I'm actually going to be able to hit him with the lightning spear at all. Fortunately, not that difficult. Oh, that's going to work wonders. Not going to get too much closer to you. Come on. Gonna have to get a little bit closer to you, aren't we? That's where you're going to land, is it? Alright, fine. Ah, missed you. Okay, fine. Come on then. Another crack. That's where the edge is, right there. And I didn't actually notice this the first few times that I played. You're going to make this difficult for me, aren't you? Alright. Yeah, the first few times I tried the Hydra, I just could not fathom why I was falling off the edge. Ah, come on. I need to find a better position for him. Okay, well I know he's not going to hit me from here. There we go, that's got him. Yeah, I couldn't figure out, I basically knew that I couldn't get close to him, but it was just really pissing me off that I couldn't get up and sort of melee him, you know? It was a bit of a pain in the ass. So, now that I know where the edge is, it's not quite so bad. I think I ended up having to bait his heads out before as well. But it's a lot easier having magic damage. So that's the first step to opening the DLC done. Alright, so we've completed the first step to opening the DLC. The second step is to head to the alcove right at the back of the area where the Hydra was in. I've had to quit and reload for this to happen. There's now a golden golem there, golden crystal golem, who was not there before. Getting a little bit closer. Gonna take more damage to kill this one, which is fine. I'm over here. Nope, still miss me. Ah, thought I got a connection there, I did not. Oh, yeah, got too greedy. Oh, hello, I'm right at the edge. Yes, very good. One more. There we go, that takes care of her. Or it. And inside we found the lady. Dusk of Lordvessel.
So, 'tis thou who rescued me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Lordvessel. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Lordvessel, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Oh, hell yeah.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Okay, that takes care of her for now. Now we're going to need to go back to the filing shrine and place the what's it called? Lordvessel. We're going to place the Lordvessel. Hey, wake up! Wake up!
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake.
Don't look well and wide
Treat
awake.
me like an old withering snake.
Look, I've got the Lordvessel, okay?
Heavens! You have done it! You have retrieved the Lordvessel. After 1,000 years, it is you. It is really you.
Guy could do with some dental work.
Forgive me. I really should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
Well, that's probably the least horrible thing that's happened to me today, being sort of swallowed briefly.
This is the firelink chamber for the successor of Lord Wind. Now, place the Lordvessel on the altar.
Are those thrones or cups or something over there? Giant cups. Huh. Ah, yeah, like them on each of the sides there and at the top. Right, we are going to place the firelink, the Lordvessel in the shrine. Why am I barefoot? And how has he been carrying that? That's like 3 times the size of him. I would have thought that by itself would have overburdened you. I'm glad I was back in human form for this cutscene. That's the door to the Duke's Archives open. Tomb of the Giants. Got those two the wrong way around, but you know. The Bed of Chaos down in Lost Izalith. And one other that we haven't seen. So, we are done here.
Very well. As Kingseeker, I shall now instruct you, the Lord's successor, in your next task. To achieve your fate, fill the vessel with powerful souls, commensurate to the great soul of Wind. Scarce few possess such brilliant souls. Grave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Wind's soul, and Lord Wind's former confidant, Seath, the Scaleless. All of their souls are required to satiate the Lordvessel. Are you ready? Then we...
Okay, our first stop is going to be the Duke's Archives, where Seath awaits. Now, we're not going to be spending long there, we're just going to be heading roughly to the first bonfire. We need to pick up another item for the DLC. Okay, so here we are. We're heading upwards to the Duke's Archives right now. Once we've got the item we need, we're going to head back down. To the Dark Root Basin and access the DLC, probably at the beginning of the next episode. Hello. Man, I remember having a few problems against him before. I don't know if it's just become better, whether it's easier using ranged attacks, or a little of both. Certainly didn't struggle against Ornstein and Smo the way I used to. Ah. Ooh, got stuck there. That was a bit silly of me. And another one down. Good, that was easy enough. Now then. Here's the first bonfire. Lit and rest. Okay, we should find the golem we need not too far from here. Remember this section being a bit of a bugger for me as well. Got mobbed by a number of enemies in very short space of time, and yeah, there's always been a problem. There's the golem up the top there, and I almost got ambushed off the side there as well. This was a silly place to rest. It's 2 down at least. Tough enemies as well. There we go. Just mainly that I don't do a huge amount of damage to them. Right, buddy. I'm just about had it with your throwing knife shenanigans. Oh, it's not a throwing knife, you're an archer. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. But here, have this, would you? Yeah, hold this for me. And there's a fucking channeler in there as well. Ah, that wasn't too bad. Right, then. Again, the channeler might be a little bit easier on account of having ranged attacks, having magic. But I know there are more... Yeah, there they are. Ow. Let's see if I can draw them out. It'd be nice if I can get rid of the channeler at least, because then it's going to save me dealing with them later. Fortunately, he's already buffed all his mates. This wasn't too bad. Let's go and see if we can take care of the bastard now. Ah, dodged that far too late. Wow, that's actually a lot faster than I think. And he's got an archer friend as well. Wow, okay, fine. I don't particularly want to die here. So, we need to kill this guy first. And of course, now that he's up and running, he's going to attack. Should normally be fine, except I'm not exactly at full strength. Whoa, almost. Gonna go and take care of that blasted channeler in a second. Tell you what, I'm not blocking. I may as well just double hand it. And there's the pendant we need. But before that, we're going to go and hopefully take care of this channeler. That's you dealt with. That's going to make things just a tad easier the next time we pass through here. I think that's what ended up giving me the problems before. Right, so we're done here. And we've reached the final stop of this video. In the back there you can see the portal now open, now that we've gotten the broken pendant. We've placed the Lordvessel. And we've saved Dusk of Lordvessel. So, without further ado, let's begin the DLC. Some say that was the end of the Chosen Undead's journey. Some say it was the beginning. No one ever says it was the middle. This is where we're leaving our episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave me a like, leave me some comments and feedback, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, directly.